What's up, guys? It's your boy, the Made Woman. I am back for another video. And now that Attack on Titan is over, I wanted to talk about this amazing scene at the end of the show. You got Mikasa by this tree. She's sad that Eren is gone, but she's happy. She's okay, and she's eventually gonna move on and stuff. So I wanted to talk about Mikasa's life after Attack on Titan, and let's just go through that last little montage at the end of the show that shows Mikasa's life after Attack on Titan. So let's just go through it step by step. So first shot, you got Paradise Island, and the walls are completely gone. I think that's so cool because the Colossal Titans broke down the walls and they're gonna be gone now. So it's a beautiful shot, and let's continue. Got the tree where Eren's at. Then you get the shot of the Team Paradise Island. So for what I see here, who I see in this shot is, you got Mikasa. That's her with her pink attire at the end of the show. You got a girl with black hair. That is Peak for sure. And you got a girl with blonde hair. That's Annie. You got to give that Annie. So I'm going to assume the guy standing next to Peak and Annie is Reiner. And then the guy that's right next to Mikasa is Armin with the yellow hair. You kind of see his yellow hair. And then the guy closest to the tree is Coney because he has the gray hair. So the guy farthest away from us is John, the one far back, the one on the right side of Mikasa. And yeah, that's what I see from the shot. They're all paying respect to Eren, and it's beautiful, man. I wish we would have got the scene in the show. They're all there together. This is probably the last time we see all the main group of characters there. And it's sad that Levi ain't there. It's sad that Gabby and Falco ain't there, but they have no connections to Eren. They really don't like Eren, so it's no point of them being there. But Levi being there would have been kind of cool too. But he deserves a break. Leave Levi out of that. So let's just move on. So time moves on. You know, they're sad, and you know, the Paradise Island's still looking beautiful. It snows, and it's just time moves on. Then you get a controversial shot. Mikasa goes back to the tree, and now she has a baby with her. So it's like, oh, Mikasa had a baby, and I think that shows she moved on. She got with somebody else, and she moved on. And people was mad, like, this ain't John, that's somebody else. And I think it's John because of the long hair, and they built up to it. I think that's the best pick for who Mikasa ended up with. And Paradise Island's looking beautiful, and I just love that Mikasa found happiness. She moves on, and I'm pretty sure John was like, all right, let's we gotta go, we can't be here that long. And Mikasa immediately leaves. Her and John walk off with the baby. I think that's beautiful that Mikasa was able to just go. Like, it's cool. It rains, it snows, and time still going on. And it's a big time jump. This isn't the same time jump as the one we just saw. With the last two shots, well, I'm assuming the Mikasa and John being together shot with the baby, that was like probably a year gap. They probably took a year break from seeing Eren's grave, and yeah, like, they took a break. Mikasa hasn't been in Eren's grave probably for a long time, and she was having a baby and all that stuff. She was with John, relationship stuff. And the first shot with the group with Mikasa by Eren's grave, that probably was right after the fight with Eren. That had to be right after the fight with Eren. So yeah, that's, I think, the time stamps of those visits to Eren's grave. So this next shot we got, John has a car now, and they now have cars on Paradise Island. I think that's pretty cool. And you see this is sad to me. This is the last Paradise Island reunion with Eren's grave that I can kind of see, like, everybody basically being there. So for what this shot is showing me, you got Mikasa. Now Mikasa sad. It's like a 40-year time jump, maybe 50-year time jump, because Mikasa got the cane now, and all the other characters are older. They have a bunch of kids, and it's sad, man. It's sad. So I'm gonna assume that's Mikasa and John. Mikasa has a cane now. She's older, and this lady that's by closest to Mikasa and John with the kid, I'm gonna assume that's Historia, because there's no father there, and Historia was kind of by herself. So I'm gonna assume that was a Historia with them. And also, maybe I'm gonna assume this couple right here, the one with the pink shirt with 3 kids. I'm gonna assume this couple right here is Annie and Armin. But now doing the video, I'm kind of thinking about it. This also could be Mikasa's kids now being adults, taking care of their kids. It could just be the future generations of the Ackermans and stuff. I think that's a cool way of looking at it too. Maybe it's not Armin, but I would like that to be Armin too. But tell me how y'all feel about that. Do y'all think that's Armin, or do you think that's Mikasa's kids now, adults taking care of their kids? And do you feel like where's Armin and stuff? I wonder where all the other characters are. But let's continue. This is also a sad scene too. You got Mikasa's grave. Mikasa's death. She eventually passes on, and I'm still slightly confused. Is she at Aaron's grave, or is she buried somewhere else? I'm never sure about that. People say she was buried at Aaron's grave, Aaron's tree, but they didn't really give enough clues to it, in my opinion. But yeah, it's a sad scene. It's sad to see a great character go. Sad moment. Then time moves on. Buildings start being built, and you see people start walking past the tree. These can be Mikasa's grandkids, kids, and my favorite one is this old guy with a cane, and he's watching the tree by himself. And I think this is Armin. He's the last of the trio, man. Eren, Mikasa, and Armin. It's sad to see him by himself. He's the only old character that makes sense to be. I don't think it would be anybody else. Maybe John. Maybe they just wanted to make this a Mikasa thing, not no other characters. So John is a part of Mikasa's life. Maybe he's the one that is there. Or maybe Mikasa and Armin got together. Maybe that's Armin watching over Mikasa, because like they're together. So let's move on to the next shot. You got time moves on, more cars visit, and this is kind of like a normal site, I guess, that people visit now. It's kind of sad. This used to be a site for the Attack on Titan cast, and you see more people go by. I do not know who these people are. It's a lot of just random people. It's people, I know the original cast is gone. All of them are gone. John, Armin, they're probably dead. These are adults, young people, kids, visiting this tree now. They all go by this tree. This is probably like a playground site now, where they just have fun and have a good time. So yeah, man, I don't know who these people are, but you can see the city in the background be built, and eventually this tree is gonna grow. Paradise Island's gonna get destroyed, and that's basically the end of it though. Mikasa's life, man, it seemed like it was a good life. You got to see the characters reunite a couple more times and see Eren's grave. You get to see who she ends up with. You see that Mikasa did not stay attached to Eren all her life, and you see her get older. So Eren succeeded in the end. You kind of get hints to what happened to other characters in the future. So I just think this is a very cool scene. And you see the tree grow. Eren eventually is gonna be the new worm, or the worm is Ymir again, and the new character is gonna get attacked by the worm and stuff. So tell me how y'all feel about it. Do you think that this scene's cool? Do you think they should have been they should have informed us a little bit more about who these characters are? Because in some parts you can assume who a character is, but other parts it's like, man, I don't know. It's not enough detail in the art. They're too far away. It's too small. Sometimes I think it's Armin. Sometimes I think it's Reiner. Sometimes I think it's John, Coney. Sometimes it looks like Annie. Sometimes it looks like Peak. Sometimes I see other characters. It's like they could have did a little bit more detail in the art and stuff. But tell me how y'all feel about it, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Anime Boom out. Peace.